The Seattle Mariners make their first trade of the offseason. Let's talk about it. So it's not a big splash from the Seattle Mariners, but they have acquired former Seattle Mariner Austin Shenton from the Tampa Bay Rays in exchange for cash. And in a corresponding move on the 40-man roster, they have DFA JT Charquois. You know I'm terrible with last names, so do not judge. I know I said his last name wrong, but not good with names. But the reason I feel like this trade is worth talking about a little bit is because, one, Austin Shenton used to be a Seattle Mariner. He was their 2019 fifth-round pick, as well as the fact that he has a pretty solid track record at the minor league level. Now, he was never really a top prospect by any means, but he is a very good defensive player, and it is also known that he is a pretty good clubhouse fit as well. While he is mainly a third baseman, he has taken some reps at first base, second base, and the corner outfield spots. So there was some of you freaking out for some reason, like this was the only move the Mariners were going to make this offseason, that he was going to be the everyday third baseman or something like that. I don't really know why the aggression towards a move like this. They literally paid cash to get him back in the system, and he has, like I said, a pretty solid track record that we're going to go over. But I mean, just to give you a little bit of what he did when he was a Seattle Mariner in the first place, he played in 120 games across 4 different levels in the Seattle Mariners system. He hit .299 with 46 doubles, 19 home runs, and a .940 OPS over those 120 games. There's no doubt that the upside on Austin is definitely very, very high. Now, mind you, he is 27, I believe turning 28 in the next season. So he's definitely getting up there in age, but arguably getting into his prime, and he's really never gotten a solid chance at the major league level. So 2024 was the first time that Austin got his first reps at the major league level with the Tampa Bay Rays. And in 2024, he had 42 ABs where he had 9 hits, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, which is a .214 average, .340 on base percentage, and a .745 OPS. I absolutely love the Seattle Mariners and Tampa Rays obsession with trading with each other, because Shenton and Charquois, which I know, again, saying his name wrong, but they were originally traded to the Tampa Bay Rays for Diego Castillo back on July 29th, 2021. So a lot of these same names going back and forth between Seattle and Tampa Bay, which hopefully, you know, some of those names like Yandy Diaz or Brandon Lau can come over to Seattle this offseason, but that's another story. So like I said, the upside on someone like Austin is extremely high. In 144 games at the AAA level throughout his career, he's hitting .276, .391, and .541 with 34 home runs, as well as an OPS well above 900. In his career across the minor leagues, he has an OPS of 914. So anybody that is mad that they acquired him for straight cash is just, I don't know why you're so mad. Let's talk about a little bit where Austin may play a role in the Seattle Mariners 2025 season. And according to Daniel Kramer, he will be in consideration for the Seattle Mariners opening day lineup, but with the caveat of how the rest of the roster looks by the time the offseason is over. Obviously, as we know, the Mariners are continuing to look for infielders, obviously besides shortstop, as we know, because JP is probably going to be the everyday shortstop again. You know, you have guys like Josh Rojas, Dylan Moore already, but apparently they feel like they need left-handed bats on their bench, and that is where someone like Shenton comes in. And as Daniel Kramer also states, he does have minor league options still available, so he will most likely be a bat coming off the bench for a few games at the major league level by also going up and down between AAA and the major leagues. And like my guy D-Train over on X stated, he does have a .745 OPS in his first, like I said, sub-50 plate appearances. So that is not too bad for a guy who's only got like 42 at-bats at the major league level, with definitely some upside to him. He does have a lot of pop in his bat from the left side, so hopefully that can translate well to a place like T-Mobile, but in 144 games to have 34 home runs, that is definitely impressive and definitely a lot of pop. So this is not a massive splash, but this is a guy that can definitely play a little bit of a role for the Seattle Mariners in 2025, whether for defensive purposes or just getting at-bats off the bench. And it is rumored that he is a very good clubhouse guy as well, so that is definitely a positive. But I felt like this trade was worth talking about since he was a former Seattle Mariner drafted by the Seattle Mariners, and he will most likely play some sort of a role in 2025. As well as the fact the Mariners first trade this offseason. Please let me know what you guys think of getting Austin back in a Mariners uniform. Otherwise, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.